Good evening. My name is Sophia Babenko, and I am a co-president for our National Honor Society chapter. Ms. DeMarchi, Ms. Garrett, Ms. Marcasano, Dr. Gruccio, Central Administration, board members, members of the faculty and staff, parents and students, I would like to welcome you to our 2018-2019 Vineland High School National Honor Society induction ceremony. Please rise for our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? The boys of Vineland High School love the orange and the blue, and the sturdy sons of Britain to the red and white are true. We will cheer for dear old Vineland, the school we love foray, for all her sons are loyal to her colors red and gray.
Please be seated. I would like to introduce to you our principal, Ms. Suzette DeMarchi.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. It is an honor to introduce our many distinguished guests. Our Superintendent of Vineland Public Schools, Dr. Mary Gruccio, our Assistant Superintendents, Mr. John Frangipani and Mr. Nathan Fry, our Executive Director of Personnel, Dr. Joseph Rossi, and our Interim School Business Administrator, Mr. Scott Mustarell. Our Board of Education members, President, Mr. Scott English, Vice President, Mr. Thomas Ulrich, and board members, Mr. Eugene Medio, Mr. Cedric Holmes, Mr. Nicholas Fiocchi, Mr. Chris Jennings, Miss Inez Acosta, Miss Megan Spinelli, and Mr. John Sabrana. I'd like to also welcome our Vineland High School administration, teachers, advisors, parents, guardians, family, and of course, our inductees. I'd like to welcome and extend a warm welcome to each of you. This evening, 95 members will be inducted into the National Honor Society. The National Honor Society is the premier honor society in the United States. Admission to this prestigious organization is the greatest honor for a high school student, as it stands for excellence of achievement. Our National Honor Society members have been recognized nationally for their achievements. They are among the academic elite. In order to qualify for acceptance into the National Honor Society, one must achieve at least an 86 average. Among other prerequisites are service, leadership, and good character. A student may therefore have a very high academic average and still fail to be elected into the National Honor Society if he or she does nothing for his or her school or community, or shows traits of character that are undesirable. It is this select group of students sitting on the stage this evening that have met the criteria to be brought into the National Honor Society. I am so very proud of each and every one of our inductees. Inductees, thank you for embracing the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society Foundation. Your unwavering character, commitment to scholarship, dedication to service, and development of leadership are all inspiring and critically important to who you are. In countless ways, you have impacted our culture and climate here at Vineland High School. You are passionate, thoughtful, motivated, and you make it matter wherever you go. From the example you set by virtue of your character, to the contributions you make to the learning environment through your scholarship, to the lives you have touched as part of your service, to the followers you guide via your leadership. You are role models, change agents, and the essence of what it means to be part of Vineland High School and the National Honor Society. This is truly a deserving group of students who will continue to do great things. Please give our students a round of applause. At this time, I would like to introduce to you our Superintendent of Vineland Public Schools, Dr. Mary Gruccio.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank Mrs. DeMarchi, Mrs. Garrett, and Mrs. Marcasano for the invitation to join you tonight. I'd like to also, on behalf of all my central office staff, some who are with me tonight, Mr. Fry and Mr. Frangipani, Dr. Rossi, and Mr. Mostrell, I would like to extend our sincere congratulations to each and every one of you. It gives us great pleasure to be here with you this evening. The Vineland High School National Honor Society has always held a very special place in my heart. When my husband, who was president of our school board, passed away in 1990, it was this group who decided to honor his memory with a scholarship, which still continues today. I can't tell you how much that means to me, and I will always be grateful for your part in honoring him and in keeping his memory alive. The National Honor Society is a wonderful and prestigious organization. It not only focuses on academic excellence, but on community service, leadership, and character. That being said, it is evident that to be a member of the National Honor Society, the students you see before you tonight must be committed and able to balance the many activities that they are involved in while maintaining academic excellence. That is not an easy task, and I commend each and every one of you for the fine job you do and the ability to do it so well. You are truly a very special group of people who are of fine character and who have the ability to make a difference. It takes a well-rounded person to impact change, and each of you exemplify that type of person. You truly are role models, and you are our future. I congratulate each of you and your families as well. I'm sure that the encouragement and support of your family has played a major part in your success, and I know that each of your family out there tonight are very proud of you. I would also like to thank and congratulate your teachers for the significant part that they played in helping you to reach this milestone. I encourage you to stay focused, continue to always strive for excellence. Wherever you pursue, wherever you may go, you can do it. You are the kind of people that are our future, and we need you. Stand out as leaders because you take initiative and you're always willing to go an extra mile. Yet, each of you set fine examples for others. You make all of us in the Vineland Public Schools extremely proud. I wish you nothing but the very best and continued success always. May God bless you, and may you enjoy this evening, which you so well deserve. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our board president, Mr. Scott English.
Thank you, Dr. Gruccio. It's always tough following after you, though. You're such a great public speaker, so I hope I can do my best here. Good evening. On behalf of my fellow Vineland Board of Education members, we would like to welcome and congratulate all of the parents, grandparents, special family members, as well as the special someone that is here in attendance this evening. I, too, a few years back, had the same privilege of sitting here, not only as a Vineland Board of Education member, but as a proud parent of a VHS National Honor Society student as well. I can honestly tell you, I still get the chills thinking about it because there's truly no better feeling in the world than seeing your child achieve at the highest of levels academically. And now to the honor students sitting to the left and right of me. It seems like yesterday that it was the 8th grade junior honor society. I see these kids, and it's impressive. You are definitely turned into some great young adults. The father in me is going to come out here with a little advice. Success in life begins and ends with making great choices. Unfortunately, none of us are perfect, no matter how hard we may try. We all make mistakes, and the key to success is not making the same mistake twice. I applaud and thank each of you for choosing to take advantage of all the good things that the Vineland Public School District has to offer and for achieving the highest of honors academically. All of your hard work, dedication, and great decision-making has definitely paid off, and tonight is a perfect example of that. This is your night. Take in the moment. Enjoy it. You have earned it. Congratulations, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak this evening. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Naya Marshall, and I'm also a co-president for our National Honor Society chapter. We are gathered here tonight to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our NHS chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope that this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition group.
Our chapter is proud to have been inducting new members since 1949, and with today's ceremony indicates the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and community. Throughout the year, our members of our chapter serve as role models for other students. In addition to a strong academic record, which establishes the eligibility for membership, our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations, and we serve our school and community through many activities. We are proud of this record of accomplishments.
At this time, we would like to recognize and congratulate our current two-year members. I'd like to introduce Mrs. Jacqueline Alvarez, our Assistant Principal, to introduce our current National Honor Society members.
Good evening. I will read each member's name in alphabetical order. Stand when your name is called. Please hold your applause until all two-year members have been recognized. Simi Adenuba. Maria Aldama. Reem Akil. Sophia Babenko. Marianne Burgess. Andy Choco. Isabella Cruz. Komalpreet Dinju. Faith Farside. Isaac Garrett. Natalie Garrett. Evan Guilford. Sude Karagos. Today King Williams. Giovanna Lupi. Naya Marshall. McKinley Maddie. Carly Mayhew. Daniel Marigi. Marilyn Miguel. Anai Montero. Jada Morgan. Megan Murray. Grace Panzini. Sarah Parks. Priya Patel. Vedant Patel. Gabriela Perez. Lucas Portadin. Brody Powers. Jared Russo. Rucha Shaw. Igor Shanava. Jermaine Smart Marshall. Sakshi Tucker. Shane Vastano. Melanie Belize. Francis Bertuccio. And Ronald Yang. Congratulations, second-year inductees.
Thank you, Mrs. Alvarez. We now wish to welcome our new members who will bring new energy in support of our continuing work as NHS members. It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Vineland High School's chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the society.
The center candle that is already lit represents the eternal light of knowledge and is surrounded by 4 candles representing scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Our chapter officers will now review these qualities for the candidates. Our vice presidents, Simi Adenuba and Igor Shanava, will begin by speaking about scholarship.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education only ends with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through opportunities inherent in scholarship.
As Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world.
Thank you, Simi and Igor. Carly Mayhew and Sakshi Tucker, our secretaries, will now discuss service.
My office is service. Service can be established in the routine of the day's work where many opportunities arise to help others both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the quality we seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Everyone can be great because anyone can serve." You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't even have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love.
Thank you, Carly and Sakshi. Next is Natalie Garrett, our treasurer, and Evan Guilford, our historian with leadership.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school in taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities. The real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members.
According to Franklin D. Roosevelt, real leaders are ordinary people with extraordinary determination.
Thank you, Natalie and Evan. Isaac Garrett, our parliamentarian, and Francis Bertuccio, our liaison, will now explain character.
Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is the force of character that guides one through life and, once developed, grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be, in reality, what we wish to appear to others to be rather than to seem, by demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship. We may hope to prove by example that we value character.
John Wooden said, "Be more concerned with your character than your reputation, because your character is what you really are, while your reputation is merely what people think you are."
It is my pleasure to introduce our special guest for this evening. He is the president of Lincoln Avenue Middle School's National Junior Honor Society. Please help me welcome Najveer Dinju.
Good evening, friends, family, staff, and National Honor Society inductees. My name is Najveer Dinju, and I am the National Junior Honor Society President at Lincoln Avenue Middle School. It is an honor to be invited here this evening to assist in congratulating the NHS inductees and their families. These students have put forth continuous effort and have shown persistence. With that said, taking part in the National Junior Honor Society has shown me what community service can do for my chapter and me, as well as the effect it has on those we help. Nelson Mandela once said, "Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do." Today, we are dedicated to achieving knowledge in the hope that one day we can apply it to make a difference that will improve a part of this world. My chapter and I work hard to make our community a better place. We all can, a better place and world, and making great, I'm sorry. My chapter and I work hard to make our community a better place and make our chapter the best it can be to represent Vineland. Your children are changing the world now and making great changes now. They are setting a base for a brighter future in which we all can attain better lives. I thank you all very much for allowing me to speak on behalf of NJHS, and congratulations to all National Honor Society inductees. Please enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Najir, for that wonderful speech. Next, it gives me great pleasure to introduce one of our own NHS members who will play the piano for our entertainment tonight. Please welcome Isabella Cruz.
Bella, that was beautiful, thank you. I would like to introduce Ms. Rivera, our assistant principal, as she leads us in the lighting of our candles and the National Honor Society oath.
Good evening. National Honor Society, please stand. The lighting of the candles will begin, and then I will say the oath with the members. Raise your right hand and repeat the oath after me. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. And will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. I pledge to maintain high scholastic standing, to endeavor intelligently and courageously, to be a leader, to give of myself, freely in service to others, to hold as fundamental and worthy, an untarnished character. In doing so, I shall prove myself worthy of a place in the National Honor Society. You may now blow out your candles. At this time, I would like to introduce the new inductees. As your name is called by Mr. Headley, our assistant principal, please step forward to receive your tokens of membership and sign our official chapter registry. Please hold your applause until all members have been seated.
As a new tradition, our National Honor Society members want to present the new members with their honors cords as a way to introduce them into our National Honor Society chapter. They will receive their cords first. I will now call our inductees' names in alphabetical order. Amelia Abruscato. Destiny Acosta. Katia Antonetti. Catherine August. Pamela Argueta Ayala. Emma Barbera. Madison Bratton. Isabella Cagno. Raisha Campbell. Nina Caprice. Consuelo Cardoza. Kaylee Carlson. Luis Castro. Ezriela Chanice Rico. Faviana Cohen. Carly Dorigo. Dylan Fernandez. Warren Fernandez. Delaney Fisher. Zoe Frisco. Victoria Garton. Juliana Giordano. Emily Jones. Ankit Kapadia. Sarah King. Beth Kraus. Brianna Lagares. Jacob Lago. Justin Locke. Kevin London. Tamira Lopez. Omarly Cruz Lavera. Abigail Maines. Marissa Marchese. Jessica Mello. Sky Miranda. Iman Musfi. Garrett Nordberg. Nicole Ortega. Krishna Patel. Preet Patel. Sahil Patel. Kayla Pamales. Jeremy Rasmussen. Joyce Reeves. Samantha Roos. Andrew Rodriguez. Ariana Sanchez. Erica Sanchez Villanueva. Jordan Sobolowski. Deanna Soto. Natalie Vaquero. Genesis Vasquez. James Vertuccio. Gabrielle Whittle. Kimberly Zarate.
Thank you all for attending our NHS induction ceremony. In just a moment, the new inductees will recess, after which you are all invited to join us in the cafeteria for a small reception in their honor. But before doing so, please join me once again in applauding all of our new Honor Society members. And now, will everyone please stand as all National Honor Society members recess?